Wireless networks revolutionized our relationship to the internet. Instead of being connected from one physical wire to a location, just like a home phone, Wi-Fi lets me stay connected anywhere within range of a wireless signal. The ease of setting up new users on Wi-Fi and the increasing popularity of mobile devices make it highly likely that your target organization has a wireless network, so you are going to need to pen test it. Wireless networks send data over radio waves, which make them very susceptible to eavesdropping. The way to prevent eavesdropping is to encrypt the data so that it's protected as it travels from one point to another. Remember the thing about the coffee shop? Yeah, this is it. In the next lesson, I'm going to discuss the flaws and protocols for wireless security, WP, WPA, WPA2. In the lesson after that, I'll show you how to crack WPA2, and then we'll try out some Wi-Fi hacking in your test lab. In this lesson, we're going to look more in depth at wireless networks. If you've ever connected to a Wi-Fi network or been at a coffee shop or set up your phone, you know what the wireless network name is. That is what's called an SSID. Wireless network access points continually broadcast their SSID, or at least in most cases, which is used by clients to identify which network they're wanting to connect to, and then they connect to it. Often the SSID is simply the name of the company, which makes it pretty easy to figure out which network you're targeting. Some companies cloak their SSIDs so they're not discoverable by the public. However, there's a lot of tools and techniques that can easily expose the SSID, and that's what you're going to need to be able to direct your attacks. Whenever a client locates their preferred network SSID, they have to authenticate in order to gain access to the wireless network. This initial authentication between the client and the access point is called the handshake. The handshake occurs outside of the wireless network, so it's the easiest target for hacking into the Wi-Fi. We'll explore this more in the next video. Since Wi-Fi broadcasts data using radio, pretty much anybody can eavesdrop on it. The way to prevent eavesdropping is to encrypt your data. Use a VPN. Not many people do. Even if I told you to do it, and there was 100 people in a room, and I said, immediately leave here, go download a VPN, configure it, and then you can go about your day. Maybe 10 people would do it. Maybe. The first generation of wireless security was WEP, W-E-P, which is a extremely flawed and highly vulnerable protocol. When you set up a router with WEP, it uses one static encryption key to encrypt every packet that's transmitted. A hacker can intercept these packets and reverse engineer the encryption key, and then it's open door to all the data. You might as well not even be using it. The next generation of wireless security, which was WPA, provided better encryption, but connected devices that aren't configured for WPA still fall back to WEP. The successor to WPA is WPA2, a much stronger and tougher encryptor, but same flaws, and we're going to explore that in the next lesson.